guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda if you are new here. If you're not new, welcome back. Thank you for clicking on this video. This is a WW Freestyle weekly meal prep. This is a healthy meal prep. My goal for this meal prep was for it to be easy, healthy, and easy on the stomach and not super heavy. So I'm going to show you a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner, and a sweet snack. For the lunch and dinner, it's pretty much going to be the same thing for both. Besides, for dinner, we're going to add some carbs. I'm going to roast up some potatoes that I'm going to show you guys how I season and do that. And yeah, it's going to be pretty simple and just healthy overall. So I hope this inspires you in some way to just pack in some nutrient food and just take it easy on your stomach and your gut and just be healthy. I don't always eat this good and this clean. It just varies. Some weeks I feel like I need this, and then other weeks I just eat what I want and have really good recipes. And all this stuff is really good. It's just more of like your minimal kind of staples, but it's all very tasty. So if you are interested in this video, please continue to watch. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not. And let's just jump right into my WW Freestyle healthy weekly meal prep. Alright guys, for breakfast I'm going to make some egg muffins. I love making these. These are so quick and easy, and they're easy to prepare for the next day. And I absolutely love making these. I am going to use some eggs, whole eggs. I'm also going to be adding some egg whites. I have some reduced fat Colby Jack shredded cheese. I will be adding some tomatoes, a little bit of turkey bacon, and then I want to add this roasted salsa to it. I think that would be really good, and I want a little bit of spice, so I'm going to go ahead and just mix all of this together and then place them in little muffin tins. So I will show you how to do that. First, I'm going to crack a few eggs into my bowl. One. But it's too late now. I remember you and me. Then I'm going to add in 1 cup of egg whites. This is a half a cup right here. So we have 1 and 2. I'm going to add some sea salt, black pepper, and I'm going to go ahead and mix this before I add everything else. How careless we be.
All day and all night we'd stay up, it felt so right. We were so young, we were so dumb. We would get drunk and then hook up. We were okay, we were alright, staying awake till the sunrise.
This is a half a cup. I'm going to add the cheese next. So 1/2 cup going in, and 1 more. So 1 cup total of that. And then last, we're going to add some turkey bacon. I have 4 slices. I just cut in half, and I'm going to just start cutting little pieces into here. So we're doing 4 slices of turkey bacon. And then we're just going to mix this all together.
Let down our guards, think with our hearts, stare at the stars, we were never apart, drinking too young, way too.
Alright, now that I filled them all up, I'm going to go ahead and just pop them into the oven and let them bake. Alright, here are the egg muffins. They are done. They smell really good and they look really good. So I'm going to just start popping them out and putting them in to-go containers. There we go. They look so good. Alright guys, they are done. They turned out perfect. They look so good. So I'm going to let them cool down, and then I'm just going to place the lids on and pack them away into the fridge after they cool. Thanks, meal prepper. Are you using more of this?
Probably.
You want some kale in it?
Yeah.
You like kale?
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it.
Alright guys, for the salad toppings, I'm going to pickle some onions. I love pickling things. It's like my favorite thing to add to a salad. So I have some onions I'm going to pickle, and then these little baby red radishes that I'm going to pickle as well. I think I've showed these recipes in a video before, but I'm going to do it again because I cannot find it. I didn't label it on the title, so I'm going to make sure I label these so I can reference you guys to this video. For the first thing you need to do, we're going to do the onions first. You're going to need some garlic, some fresh garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and get some garlic cloves. We're going to be using all of this garlic because we love garlic. Okay. So I got about 4 garlic cloves here. I'm going to smash those up for the onion and then save these for the radish. Joey's in the background if you guys hear him cutting up chicken to help me with meal prep for the week. We have decided to kind of do like a buffet style healthy meal prep for weight loss. Joey is also aiming to lose some weight, and I'm kind of feeling really bloated and heavy, and I want to get back to eating healthy salads. I feel my best when I eat this way. Sometimes it's, you know, nice to have casseroles and things like that and lots of carbs, like bread and stuff. You definitely can lose weight eating that food. I have. But then there's sometimes where I feel like I just need like a little, detox isn't the right word, but just kind of like something lighter on the tummy and digestion. And to kind of just eat lots of nutrient dense foods because I feel like my body is just like craving it. So that's what we're going to do for the week. And I'm going to share that in this meal prep. So just place your garlic in a bowl. I like to make them kind of bigger, not super minced. I like bigger chunks. And then we're going to cut our onions. We're going to cut our onions really thin. Into like thin slices. Alright, this is some of the salad we cut up, and we're going to just let this dry and spin it, and then we just store this in the fridge. And this will be for like only a day or two because we're making salads throughout the week. We have to like keep redoing it, but this will last like a day or two, and this will be enough for me and Joey. So we just pop a lid onto this and store it in the fridge so that it's easy and it's already cut up for us. Alright, next I'm going to be adding lime. You can use lemon or lime, whatever you prefer. I really like lime, and I think it adds a more sweeter tang and bitterness to it. So I like lime in my pickled onions. So I'm just squeezing all that juice out with a fork. There we go. This is honestly a really easy recipe. It's not too bad. I'm going to take an apple, and then I'm going to cut my apple in really thin slices, and this is also going to go in there. And I just love the crisp apple pickled with the onions. It's honestly really good. I know it sounds kind of weird, pickled apples, but it's really good. Alright, next I'm going to add the seasonings. I have salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, red pepper chili flakes, and then I have 2 packets of sweetener. You can use real sugar, but I like to keep it all 0 points, so I just used a packet of sweetener, and you cannot tell the difference. So I'm just going to add the seasonings. Next, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Just got 1/4 cup here. Oop. Give that a really good mix. Alright, I'm going to add 1 more cup of the apple cider vinegar, so you'll use 1/2 apple cider vinegar total. So add 1 more. And then give that a toss. I'm adding everything into the jar, and you make sure you get the liquid in there, and then overnight this will soften and it'll create more liquid from the apples and the onion. You don't need to really fill it up with any cider. That's just personally how I like it. I like it to have a little crispiness to it as well, so I feel like this is like what works best to keep that crisp to it, but still pickled, if that makes sense. So this is how I do it. I don't fill it up all the way with cider. It's a perfect topping for a salad. So I'm just going to place the lid on and pop it into the fridge. Alright, next for the pickled radish, I just drained them and washed them. And then for these, you just need to clean them up and take the ends off. So just go ahead and take your time and do that, because there's these little green knobs on them. Alright, next just chop your radishes as thinly as you possibly can get them. You want them to be pretty thin, so this is kind of time consuming and tedious, but it's worth it. So get them pretty thin like so.
Always to love what I'm doing, never give up, never slow till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong.
Alright, next you're gonna add your half of your lime that you saved from the onions. And you're pretty much doing the exact same thing as you did with the onions, minus you're going to lower the vinegar amount. I'm doing the exact same seasonings as I mentioned for the onions. And I'm going to do 2 tablespoons instead of 3. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of the white wine. So in goes the 1/4 cup of the apple cider. And just give that a good mix. Alright, and then I'm just going to store this one in a container, and this one is going to have more vinegar covering it, but that's a good thing because radishes are way thicker than onions, and they're a lot more bitter in taste, so you kind of want these to be pretty much covered when you put them in here. Alright, there we go. There's my pickled radishes. I'm going to place the lid on, and then I'll just pop these in the fridge along with the pickled onions. Alright guys, here is one of the containers of chicken for our salads for the week. I'm just going to pop the lid on, and this will go in the fridge along with the pickled stuff for the salad. Alright guys, next I'm going to show you how I make my Dijon mustard dressing. It is so easy and it's so good. I'm just going to mix it in this container and I store it in here, and then when I want it I just take a tablespoon and put it into my salad or my bowl that I'm making. So all you'll need is some Dijon mustard, white wine vinegar, sugar-free syrup, and salt and pepper. That is it. It is so easy and it's so good. So I'm going to show you how I make it. I have 1/4 cup of the Dijon mustard. I'm going to just plop that in there. We're going to add some white wine vinegar. I have 1 tablespoon right here that I'm going to be using. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the white wine vinegar. Next, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar-free syrup. Oops. This will just give it a sweetness to it, which it needs because it's going to be pretty bitter from the vinegar and the Dijon. A little bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon. I think it needs a little bit more sweet. There we go. If you like vinaigrettes and tangy dressings, you will really like this. So that is my Dijon dressing. I'm just going to pop a lid on, store it in the fridge, and it'll go on top of my salads. Alright guys, this is a prepared meal. This is everything I pretty much made in the meal prep. Added some toppings, some blueberries. We added, what else do we add that I didn't show you? Oh, there's a little bit of sweet potato dices in there, and then walnuts and almonds. So this is, I just wanted to show you, this is what our salads are going to look like for the week. This is one of them, the sweet one. I made my Dijon dressing that I showed you guys. That's on there. And yeah. Yummy, yummy. Alright, next I'm gonna meal prep some sweet potatoes and little baby roasted red potatoes. I'm just gonna roast these in the oven. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna dice these up and then toss them in a little bit of spray butter, olive oil spray, and some seasonings, and then bake them. So I'm gonna cut these and then I'll show you what I do for seasonings. Alright, I'm gonna add some spray butter. This just kind of helps the flavor and for the seasonings to stick. And I'm going to add some olive oil spray. For seasonings, I'm going to do salt, some black pepper, onion powder, and I'm going to add a little bit of Tony's. And then I'm just going to pour that onto my pan. I wish I had parchment paper. If I did, I would use it, but I don't, unfortunately. And I'm just going to go ahead, pop that right into the oven, and I'm going to let these bake for a while because I want them super, super roasted and crispy. So I am going to put them in there for a while, and then this will be for dinners for our carbs. We're going to add this on top of our salad, or we'll have like a big chicken bowl with some potatoes, some sauteed kale, but this is just like a topping and a carb that's already prepared for us that we could just throw into a bowl and eat for dinner.
Passing by the river, I've been missing your strawberry cake, 'cause nothing less sweet than taste.
Alright guys, I'm going to be making some oat Protein Balls. These are non-bake oatmeal balls. I was going to make oatmeal bars, but then I decided to do these because I've never done them before and they look really good, so we're going to try it out today. I've never made them. You will need some old-fashioned oats, some sea salt. I'm using some almond extract. I'm going to also be using vanilla plant protein. I have PB2 butter here. I mixed PB2, 1 tablespoon of sugar-free syrup, and a little bit of water to make this, just to help it kind of moisten up and have a good texture. I have 1 tablespoon of sweetened coconut flakes. I'm going to roll the balls in once it's done. I also have 5 dates here in warm water. I highly recommend doing this, letting them sit in warm water for 5 minutes, just so that it doesn't tear up your blender, and so that they're super soft and easy to blend. So what you're going to need is just a blender, and you're going to just add everything into the blender and blend it up, and then roll them into balls and place them in the fridge. That is it. So we're doing 1 cup of oats. We're going to add our PB2. One scoop of vanilla plant protein. We're going to add a little bit of your almond extract and some salt. And then next we're going to get your dates, take your pits out of your dates, and then just pop them in there. And they should be super soft. There we go. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and blend it up, and you might have to take the top off and stir it and then blend it again. So just take your time with it.
My strawberry kisses.
Alright, it's done. I didn't need to really do anything. It just blended right up. So I'm going to put it into a bowl. And you want it to be like this consistency. You don't want it to be too smooth. You want it to have a little crumble to it. Oh yeah, this looks so good. It should look something like this. But it should have the texture to where you can form a ball. See how it's like super easy to roll. And start forming your ball, whatever size you really prefer. And just roll it in your hands. I'm going to do about this size. And then I'm just going to dip it into the sweetened coconut. Like this. It's probably going to fall off, of course, but whatever. And just place it onto a plate. So I'm going to go ahead and just form all of these and get them all prepared. And then I will show you guys once it's all done. Alright guys, here are the balls and how they turned out. I love how they turned out. They are very good. It made 11 balls. Me and Joey split one to taste test and it was so good. So 1 cup makes 11 of these little balls. Next time I would definitely double. So I suggest if you have more people to feed and you want more, to either double or triple this recipe because they are very, very good. So yeah, I'm just going to leave them in this plate, pop them in the fridge, let them cool. And get a little bit colder before I put them in a Ziploc bag because they're room temperature right now, but I want them to be a little bit firmer. But yeah, they're absolutely amazing and I highly suggest making them. It's a really good snack, a sweet snack. Alright guys, that is it for this meal prep. I hope you guys enjoyed and got some good food inspiration and some good ideas. And hopefully you'll join with me this week with some of these recipes and just pack in those good foods for your body. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. I will see you in my next one. Bye.